J'espère que vous allez tout bien. I trust you are doing well. Salut, 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 salut. Okay, please, if you are just joining us, kindly let us know your name and also where you're joining us from. Bonjour, je m'appelle Esther, j'habite à Ibadan, j'habite à Abuja, just like that. Please let us know where you are joining us from. We're happy to have you in our Topfrançais live class. It's always very interesting. Always, always very interesting. I can tell you for a fact. Yes. So I'm waiting to see our comments. I'm waiting to see our chats. Let us know. Let me know where you're joining us from. Talking about countries and prepositions too today. Countries and prepositions too. So if you are ready, just say your bonjour, say your salut, and do let us know where you are joining us from. About to get started. Okay. All right. Yeah, salut, bonjour, salut, salut, salut. Okay. Let's get on to our topic today so we can maximize the time we have for our class. Okay, so today we're talking about countries and prepositions. Countries and prepositions. So we have a part one of this topic. This is just like the other part, the next part, the part two of this same topic. So we done lesson on countries and their nationalities. We've also done lesson on countries and prepositions. How do you say you're going to a masculine country, or how do you say you are living in a feminine country? So you'll be wondering why we have so many prepositions, because in French it changes when it's a masculine country and when it's a feminine country. You don't use the same preposition when it's a masculine country and also when it's a feminine country. So now in today's class, we want to see how to say from. Okay, from. For masculine country, feminine country, and plural countries. How to say from for masculine countries, feminine countries, and plural countries. So now the first way to start is the masculine country. So how you say from is du. Okay. Du is how you say from for masculine countries. Okay, we're gonna get there. Alright? Then do is how you say from for feminine countries. Alright? Do is also how you say from for cities and states. Right? Then D apostrophe for countries and cities with vowel. Okay, I'll just put the hyphen and then vowel. Then DES for plural countries. So we are going to now know when to use D, when to use de, when to use D apostrophe, and then when to use de. Okay, so the first one we are looking at is the du. So du is how you say from. Like I am coming from Canada. is traveling from Japan. We are walking from you can say the United States. No, United States is a plural country. So let's just write the list of the list of masculine countries here. So we can have Canada, right? Nigeria, Senegal. So now, what we are saying now here is that we have so many masculine countries. So please, if you don't watch our lesson on countries and nationalities, ensure you get back to it and you watch the lesson. Okay, ensure you get back to it and watch the lesson. Countries and nationality. Okay, that will help give you a very good background lesson on these countries and prepositions we are doing now. Okay, so let's continue. And of course, do not forget that it's a free live class. Do well to share the link with other people that needs to learn French. Do not hold back in sharing the link. Share the link with other people that needs to learn French. Okay, so let's get on. Now, I'm just giving you 3 masculine countries in French, right? So I want to say I am coming from Canada. I'll say je viens du Canada. You can see that je viens du Canada, meaning I am coming from Canada. You see it now. So normally this du, when you're talking about a place, it means from the. Okay, if you have watched our lesson on preposition of place, du normally it means from the, for masculine places. But now when you're talking about masculine countries, now specifically saying countries, du is just from. Just from. Okay. Now, Nigeria now. Another example, we can say tu voyages du Nigeria. Let me write this again, sorry. Tu voyages du Nigeria. So what does that mean? You are traveling, please voyage with an S. You are traveling from Nigeria. Okay? So why am I using du? That's because Nigeria is a masculine country. So don't forget that. That when it applies to a masculine country and you want to say from, what do you use? Du. 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 Not duo. Du. Du. Very good. So tu voyages du Nigeria. You are traveling from Nigeria. Okay, but I've said it before that when it does not have to do with country, du means from the. For example, I am coming, excuse me, I am coming from the restaurant. I will say je viens du restaurant. So du can mean from the, when it's a place. But when it is a country, du only means from. It will be awkward to say I am coming from the Canada. No. So don't get confused. Once it applies to a masculine country, du means from. Only from. Okay? So let's read together. Je viens du Canada. I am coming from Canada. Tu voyages du Nigeria. You are coming from you are traveling from Nigeria. So now let's give one more example with the third masculine country we have here. Excuse me. So now we have Senegal. Okay? Senegal, which is Senegal. And I want to say he is walking from Senegal. What will I say? Il travaille du Sénégal. You see that? Il travaille. Merit, bonjour, salut, bienvenue. See, welcome everyone to Topfrançais live class. We're talking about countries and prepositions. Okay? How do you say from? From. Now, I'm talking about how you say from for masculine countries, for feminine countries, cities and states, countries, vowels, and plural countries. So I was saying that for masculine countries, how you say from is du. So we had je viens du Canada. I am coming from Canada. Tu voyages du Nigeria. You are traveling from Nigeria. Il travaille du Sénégal. He is working from Senegal. This one that has his job in Senegal. So he's working from Senegal. Okay, that is what it means. So now let's go to the feminine country. Alright, feminine country. So I'm going to rule it. Alright, I hope we can all see the board very clearly. I hope we can all see the board very clearly, please. I would like our response, and I hope you understand what is being taught in class. So let's get a list of feminine country. My popular feminine country is France, Tunisia, and Chile. So now, it gets different. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. You don't want to miss these live classes we are having. So you know someone that needs this live class, share this link. It's a free live class for you to upgrade your French, improve your French with Topfrançais. Okay? So someone says, okay, sorry, okay, Merit can see. Okay, Emma said, does she work from home? Okay, that will be, I don't get that. I don't get that though. Are you trying to make a sentence in French? Okay, I think I can see it now. Elle travaille de, no, it's not du maison, it's de la maison. De la maison. Because maison is feminine. But please don't mix it up. We are talking about the countries now. So please, if you've not seen our lesson on prepositions of place, I'm going to write it here for you. Okay, prepositions of place. Please, part 1 and part 2. Go and watch it. It's on our life. It's under our life. Okay, it's under our life. Preposition of place. Part 1 and part 2. Check Topfrançais life and you see it there. So it's different from countries and prepositions. So countries now, they have their own preposition to say from, to say to say at. So we've done the first part of it, countries and preposition part 1. So this one now is part 2. How to say from masculine country, feminine country, and others. Okay? How do we know masculine and feminine country? Please go and watch our lesson on countries and nationality. Like we've had so many free live classes. Okay, countries and nationality. These are that one. So please go and watch it. However, let me just give a very quick tip. Okay, look at all the feminine countries here. They end with E. You can see it. So how you know feminine country? A very simple guide to know feminine country is that most feminine countries, most feminine countries they end with E. For all feminine countries, they end with letter E. But masculine countries can end with A, can end with L, can end with U, can end with any other letter. But feminine countries, the best way to spot it is that it ends with letter E. Okay? So let's give an example. We have France. France is France, of course. Tunisia is Tunisia. Chile is China. So now, I want to give the same example, but now with a feminine country. So I want to say, I am coming from France. I will say, je viens de France. Do you see it now? Do. Why? Because France is a feminine country. So it would be wrong for me to say, je viens du France. It's not du. It's not du. It is de. Why? because France is a what? Feminine country. So how do you say from for masculine country? Du. How do you say from for feminine country? Do. Okay, so let's continue. And the next now is Tunisia. So how do you say you are traveling from Tunisia? I will say tu voyages de Tunisie. Look at it again. Still the same do. You can see it now. Tu voyages de Tunisie. Do. Do Tunisie. So why write it do again? Because Tunisie is a feminine country. Good. And the last one now, Chin. So I want to say he is walking from China now. So I will say il travaille de Chine. You can see it again now. You see that? You see that I cannot use do for any of these countries to say from. You see that? Why? Because they are all feminine countries. Look at it. It's the same sentence. It's the same sentence. But what? Different countries. So for the masculine, we use do. But look at all the feminine countries here. What do we use? We use do. So please, I hope that is very clear. Okay, Cynthia says, Maxi. Okay, good. I'm happy to know you got that. Okay, so that is that for that. So now let's go to the next one. Cities and states. Like you want to say Lagos, you want to say New York, you want to say Paris, you want to say any city or any state. What do you use? You use the same do. You still use do. So excuse me. So for example now, I am coming from Paris. I will say je viens de Paris. So Paris is not a feminine country. Paris is a city. Oh, is a city. So now the same thing applies for feminine countries, cities, and states. What do you use? You use do. So je viens de Paris. I am coming from Paris. So for example now you stay in Lagos and you want to say, oh, you are traveling from Lagos. You say tu voyages do, D-E, do Lagos. You see that? Oh, he's working from New York. We say il travaille do New York. You see that? So once it's a state or a city or a feminine country, what do we use? We use do to say from. Please take note of that. So let's go to the next one. Countries and cities that begins with a vowel. Okay? Let's look at countries that begins with a vowel. So I'm going to clean this quickly. Okay, now. So for countries and cities that begins with vowel, this includes both the masculine countries and countries, in as much it begins with a vowel. What is the vowel? A, E, I, O, U, H, or Y. So you have any country that begins with these letters, you use D apostrophe. Now let's look at countries. We have Italy. We have Israel. Okay, we have Israel. We have Allemagne. So let's look at it. Okay, Italy is Italy, and it's a feminine country. Israel is Israel, but it's a masculine country. Allemagne is Germany, and it is a feminine country. So you see that we have both mixture of feminine and masculine country together. But what do you note now? They all begin with vowels. So what do we use for both the masculine and feminine country that coming from Italy? I will say je viens d'Italie. You see that? Excuse me? Okay, thank you. So I have a bit of running nose, so I have to clear my throat. Okay, so now let's continue. We now want to say um, you are traveling from Tunisia. So who's going to write that for us? I told you that I am coming from Italy. Je viens d'Italie. D'Italie. So now, how do you say that you are traveling from Israel? Who's going to write that for us? I'm waiting to see our comment in the chat. You are traveling from Israel. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. All right. Lillian. Lillian says, very good. Lillian got it. Very good. Amos, very good. Very good. Okay? So we say voyages, tu voyages d'Israël. Very good. Very good. I like that. That shows we understand it. So don't forget, Italy is a feminine country. Israel is a masculine country. But we are using the same D apostrophe. Why? Because they both begin with a vowel. So the last one, Alpine, is feminine but begins with a vowel. So now how do you say he is walking from Germany? Okay, let me see who's going to say that for us. He is walking from Germany. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Imo says il travaille de Gemini. No, this is Germany now. Allemagne. Okay, Lillian, Yvonne. Okay, let's see. No, Yvonne, you say il travaille vient Germany. Vient d'Allemagne. I don't get that. So the person that actually got it is Lillian. Look at this. It's il travaille d'Allemagne. Il travaille d'Allemagne. Okay, even don't mix it up. Okay, if he's working, it's travail. If it's that he's coming, it is vient. So don't mix it up, even. Okay, so il travaille d'Allemagne, meaning he is working from Germany. So he must take note. Allemagne is Germany in French. Allemagne is Germany. Okay, let's do it together. Je viens d'Italie. Je viens the DI is together. D'Italie. Je viens d'Italie. Meaning I am coming from Germany. And then the next one. Tu voyages d'Israël. Tu voyages d'Israël. You are traveling from Israel. And the next one. Il travaille d'Allemagne. Are you hearing it? I did not say d'Allemagne. No. Il travaille d'Allemagne. So the D and A is pronounced together. Il travaille d'Allemagne, meaning he is working from Germany. Okay? Omalade. Alright. Omalade, well done. You actually tried. Okay. Omalade wants to say we are working from Japan. So who's going to help Omalade? We are working from Japan. But Japan is a masculine country and it does not begin with a vowel. It is spelled Japan. Like this. Let me just write it here so that I will see who is going to get it. And we are working is nous travaillons. So, what's the answer? Wow. That's good. Lilian, nous travaillons du Japon. Okay, take notes. Take note of that, Omalade. Okay, I like how you're trying to practice. That's very good. So we are working from Japan. Nous travaillons du Japon. Why? Japan is masculine, singular. Don't forget, we use du to say from. Then when it is a feminine country or a city or state, we use do. Then when it's a country that begins with vowel, we use the apostrophe, whether masculine or feminine, like we did here. So the last one we're looking at now is the plural countries, they. They. Alright? The last we're doing now is the plural countries. So let me give you a list of plural countries. We have Philippines. I think it's sorry. Then we have États-Unis. So let's do with this two first. Okay, so we have Philippines. We have États-Unis. So Philippines is Philippines, like we know. Then États-Unis is United States of America. So now, we want to say from for any of these plural countries. They are neither categorized as masculine or feminine. It's just plural countries. We use they for it. For example now, I am coming from Philippines. Je viens des Philippines. You can see that. I am coming from Philippines. Sorry, with an S. Sorry about that. With an S. Je viens des Philippines. You see that why? Because these countries are categorized as plural countries in French. So now, who is going to tell us how to say you are traveling from United States? Don't forget, États-Unis is not État. États-Unis, États-Unis, États-Unis is United States of America. So now, how do you say you are traveling from United States of America with this DES light? I just told you now that we use they to say from for plural countries. So who's going to tell us? Okay, who's going to tell us? Okay. Is Yvonne going to get it this time? Let's see. Okay. Yvonne said it travaille des États-Unis. That's they are working from United States. Okay, you got that? But I said you are traveling. Okay, Yvonne said tu voyages des États-Unis. Good. Liliane, tu voyages des États-Unis. Very good. Tu voyages des États-Unis. Simple. That's it. Okay? It's very interesting. So you see that there are so many prepositions in French, but this our class is for countries and prepositions. Please don't mix it up with prepositions of place. Like when we said, I am going to the bank. Je vais à la banque. I am coming from the bank. Je viens de la banque. Don't mix that one up. So you can go and watch our lesson on that. Preposition of place. So you don't mix it up with preposition of countries. Okay, we have prepositions of countries part 1 and this is part 2. Okay, so please check our live and make sure you watch these videos and learn also in applying them for your French. Okay, so don't forget that for masculine it is du, for feminine it is do, for cities and states it is still do, for countries and states that begins the vowel it is the apostrophe, and for plural countries it is they. All right, so all these things here, they all mean from. Examples, tu viens d'Italie, you are coming from Italy. Tu voyages d'Israël, you are traveling from Israel. So I am coming from Italy and you are traveling from Israel. Il travaille d'Allemagne. He is working from Germany. Nous travaillons du Japon. We are working from Japan. Je viens des Philippines. I am coming from Philippines. Tu voyages des États-Unis. You are coming from United States. So that is all for different ways to say from for masculine countries, feminine countries, plural countries, and countries that begins with vowel. So that will be all for today's live class. I trust and hope and believe that you had a good time. Someone says, when do we use français, française, and France? Okay, so we use français as nationality. Je suis français. So the one that ends with S is masculine. Like a male wants to say, I am French. He will say, je suis français with the S, right? But if it's a female, she will say, je suis française with the E added to it, meaning I am French, I am from French. Then France is the country. For example, je viens de France. We know we have our je viens now. Je viens de, D-E, then France. I am coming from France. So that's the difference. Okay, Lillian, I hope I answered your question. The first two you said is nationality, while France is the country. Okay? I hope that is well understood. Okay, so that will be the end for today's live class. I hope and believe that you had a good time in today's live class. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Like, don't leave this class without sharing, without liking, without subscribing, because you don't want to miss any of our live classes that hold 3 days in a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Don't forget, we're having another live class tomorrow, Wednesday, so ensure to be on and doing and join our classes. And of course, do not forget, you want to learn French for TCF, for TEF, for DELF or DAF, we are here for you. Topfrançais is going to guide you and help you navigate your French with ease. Merci à tous. Do not forget, like, share, and subscribe. And today is a special day, though. I want to, today is really a special day for me because today is my pastor's birthday, Pastor Tara Akikwade. Today is his birthday, and I'm really, very, very excited today. And I want to use this opportunity to also wish my dear Pastor Tara Akikwade a happy birthday. And I would like everyone to wish my pastor a happy birthday. So how do you say happy birthday in French? I'm waiting to see that. Okay, Lillian, thank you. Lillian says happy birthday, thank you. And others, how do you say happy birthday in French? Bon anniversaire. Very good. So bon anniversaire. Okay, Amos, thank you. Bon anniversaire. Bon anniversaire. Bon anniversaire, Pastor Tara. We are from Topfrançais. We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Yvonne, for the wishes. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating my pastor with me today. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir à tous. Bisous, bisous. Thank you, everyone. Au revoir, au revoir, au revoir.